A 50-year-old Patrick Dube recalls how he spent 7 months of his life behind bars after committing a wildlife crime. Wildlife crime refers to acts committed contrary to national and international law regulations intended to protect wildlife. The poaching of wild animals is chief among wildlife crimes in the northern part of Zimbabwe, Hwange district, which has led people like Dube to spend a long time in prison.
Mina ibizo lami Patrick Dube. Nayenza icala lokuthe inyamazana zakhona ngezabanikazi azivunyelwa kade engakwazi mina, so icala leli angisaphindi futhi ukuziyenza icala yona le. Mina leminyaka 58 years old. Phakathi kwejele ngaluza imali yami yamaloya ukuthi ngibhadala amaloya imali yami ngathengisa inkomo zami ezingu-2, so ngabhadala amaloya, so ngabona ukuthi ikuluza lokho, but akubuyanga inkomo zami azibuyanga, vele zahamba majokojo. So mina angibonanga lutho, mina ngawuluza kuphela, so yiko ngakufunda khona ejele.
Research has shown that poverty and starvation emanating from the effects of climate change has forced most villagers in Hwange district to indulge in wildlife crime. The effects of climate change is mostly felt by rural Zimbabwean community. The dry spell has often forced wild animals to encroach into communal land in search of water and food, resulting to human and wildlife conflict.
Inzovu mbuli mtu akalima so akala inzovu lajana take it duzi anda kuti kunyangezi yakulya zako. Prazanzeni ng'ombe so ntukedina muziri kuli gwai kumulonga kumfuleni kugwai. So kukuinka munzira takwendeki. Ve busy. Funeka banini bachirepa ya kuchija. Umpati lokwanisa kugwai so ndo awutula ng'ombe mboli zyangulo kuchata machibona. Takwe munini takwe ndime kupera.
Overall, in Hwange district, approximately 200 suspects were arrested for cases linked to wildlife crime in 2023. Conservationists have been working with communities to ensure that there is a decrease on wildlife crimes in Zimbabwe and rural communities.
Very much a direct link between the level of poverty in an area and the level of poaching. If you can increase the livelihoods of people, the level of poaching generally goes down. And poaching is a broad spectrum topic. The collection of firewood, for example, is considered poaching, and it's one of the biggest battles that we face, especially in the more rural communities, is the harvesting of firewood. We know as conservationists that if the rate at which firewood's being harvested continues, in 20 years' time, the tree cover in that area will be almost non-existent, and that has its own impacts on the environment. But we also understand that for many of the rural communities, the need for firewood is the only source of fuel. It's for cooking, it's for cleaning, it's for warmth, it's for everything. So
Amos Gwema, I'm a conservationist, and I want to tell more about wildlife conservation. We use community in conservation, like ex-wildlife convicts. They go into the community to inform the community about the dangers of committing wildlife crime. We also use school children on their school environmental clubs. They also spread messages about wildlife conservation through poetry or through reporting whatever they see, like snaring, people who sell the game meat to the elders. We also work with the village heads. The village heads, they are the custodians of the community. They preach conservation methods, and also the chiefs. The chiefs, they are overall, they have got the authority over the community. They can give some punitive measures to the community. For example, if a wire snare is set, it can kill domestic animal. So the chiefs, the village heads, will assist in wildlife conservation. Thank you very much.
Iyo macherero engombe zvezvifuyo zvedu zvose. Asi zvinotopambanisika kuti unowana vanhu manje vamundoviga tulawi kwakarokuya masinezi amulevara. Vamba kubata chingombe chavanhu. Chimwe chinovorera mushango, chimwe unowana ngechekukwiva, chimwe chinotengeswa. so ndanditi force asi tingaona rubhancho chini collectively tiwanane tivone kuti tulabwe tatinobviswa tivone kuti vane ava vanosungwa.
Communities living in the peripheries of Hwange National Park have been actively linked to wildlife crime activities. Crimes such as elephant poisoning, snare setting, and ivory possessions are very common in this community. Regardless of the impact of human and wildlife conflict on the villages, some community members are working closely with conservationists in reducing wildlife crime. However, despite the efforts made by the conservationists, one would argue that poverty alleviation is the answer in reducing wildlife crimes in rural communities. Rutendo Mafumo reporting from Hwange.